Hello, my name is Alejandro Gutierrez, and today I'm going to be talking about the commercialization of sports. Now, to start off, how did this commercialization of sports even come to exist? Well, it all came and it all started from the very beginning of professional sports. Ever since the start of a lot of sports, a main goal for a lot of the CEOs and owners was to just make a profit. And as you can see from a lot of the advertisements you see from various different kinds of sports, and not only at the professional level but also at the NCAA Division One level, these so-called owners and leaders are just trying to make a big profit and a big dollar. And there's different views and reasons as to why this is to be. Now, is there a simple temptation for an individual to want to commercialize sport? And the answer is obviously yes. It's very easy to want to make the big buck because it makes a lot of people at the top happier. At the same time, you have the majority and the masses and the bottom who are not so happy. There's two views. There's an idealist view and a realist view as to why or what sports really are. The idealist view is that sports is the best tool to promote equality and fair play for all people, no matter their race and religion. And that's for all levels. However, there's the realist view. And that realist view is that sports is just used as a way for big universities and big time corporations to make a profit. And the true power of how sports can transform lives, it gets put on hold. And that's extremely unfortunate because it is affecting our youth and the way sports are perceived. Some examples of ethical issues. Now, if you're an athlete, you understand that you want to win. Because we play to win, we don't play to lose. It's that very simple. However, there's definitely a fine line between trying to win the right way, trying to win the wrong way. A coach that knows there's an injured player and tells your team to try to inflict more pain and injury so that they can dispose of the other team's good player, that's obviously the wrong way on to try to win. It's not fair, obviously, but more importantly, it just goes against what sports stands for, and that's equal treatment and fairness to all athletes. Now, from the players' perspectives, I understand that they want to do whatever it takes to win, just as much as their coach do, and that's just a battle within itself. Athletes been exploited. The answer to that is obviously yes, especially at the NCAA Division One level. A lot of like academics are viewed as not as important as the sport itself. James J. Duderstadt of the University of Michigan, he made a proposal to take showbiz out of intercollegiate athletics and to allow academic priorities to determine the nature of sports. Of course, his proposal, although put forward partly in jest, was also designed to trigger some more serious discussion, and needless to say, his colleagues did not greet the proposal with overwhelming enthusiasm. They immediately returned to their discussions of television contracts, bowl alliances, and conference expansion. In a sense, the content of this proposal and his colleagues' reaction to it illustrates the degree to which we have lost sight of the fundamental purposes of intercollegiate athletics. Now, intercollegiate athletics, to a lot of people, they believe it's about sports, but that is false because when you're a student athlete, notice that student will always come before athlete. Cheating versus deception. Now, there's definitely a difference between the two in regards to sport ethics. Obviously, cheating is unethical. A pitcher in the major leagues who has pine tar in the back of his hat or somewhere on his arm so that he can help get a better grip to throw a harder pitch, yes, that is cheating. However, a catcher who plays dead, he plays possum and pretends that the throw isn't even coming in as a runner is about to score, and then all of a sudden catches the ball and tags the runner out, that is known as deception. There are different forms of deception to different sports, like in tennis, you can make possible the playing of disguised drop shots, and they all vary. So there is a difference between cheating and deception. Why do sports morally matter? Now, the best way for me to answer that question is simply because sports is a way to equalize all playing fields for any individual, no matter their race, color, religion, or skill set. An example of this, like fair play and why do sports morally matter, was the World Cup in 1986 when Diego Maradona from Argentina used his hand to score a goal to help his team beat England. Even though it was not a fair goal, Maradona says in Steenbergen and Tambor's book Ethics and the Double Character of Sport, "Why should I tell the referee? There is no constitutive rule in soccer which says that a player should correct the referee." On the other hand, with regard to informal fair play, Maradona could have given the following answer: "Yes, I should have told the referee that it was not a legitimate goal. And although it is not imposed by a constitutive rule, the spirit or purpose of the soccer game is to find out which is the best side, not to measure the eyesight of the referee and linesman." And with that quote, I will conclude this video by saying sports is equal.